okay? The year that you get all of the blessings that you've worked for. And if you're ready to work for this, you will make money out of it. I'm just saying. This is the best side hustle, period. And that is coming from my recent earnings that I made through Voiceover. Now, what is Voiceover, you might ask? Voiceover is a complex industry where you use your voice for so many things. That's why I say it's complex. Literally, okay, this job is basically if you have gone your whole life, and I said this the last time, if people have said you have a nice voice, or, oh, you're really animated when you speak, or you can sing, whatever involves you having a good voice, you are a good candidate for voiceover. Now, I'm just gonna do a really quick overview of what voiceover is. In my other videos, and the ones that I'm gonna bring out, I'm gonna give you the nitty gritty on how to get started. But for now, I'm going to let you know where you fit in, right? And the possible earnings. So there's a lot of different sectors in voiceover, right? So you have commercial voiceover. And this is what I am, this is my level of expertise is in voiceover, is in commercial voiceover. This is like my area that I'm really good at. So commercial voiceover is what you hear on the radio when you're going to work, or McDonald's when they're having a sale. When you see a Macy's commercial, dang, I'm giving a lot of free press right now. Pay up. But like Macy's, when they're having a sale, the person saying in the background, Macy's Thanksgiving Day sale, only $25. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. So commercial deals with these different brands, and it's actually kind of linked to advertising and marketing. So if you have a background in advertising and marketing, and again, if you have a good voice, commercial might be where you live, okay? So, and it varies. So you have commercials like that when they're just in your face selling. But first of all, there's been a shift happening in voiceover where commercial casting people casting directors, people who are hiring us as voice talent, and voiceover artists, they're looking for conversational reads. What does that mean? It means it's not all up in your face, like bam, 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 like buy this thing, da da da. No, it's those commercials that you see when they're like just talking like to a friend. And like, if it's a Publix ad, you might hear it on the radio and it's like, did you try that tuna salad from Publix? Girl, I tried it, but I da 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 da. So it's like just trying to kind of appeal to it's trying to be very, how do I say this? It's trying to appeal to your everyday and talk to you like a friend. So that's a new little thing that's happening in commercial. So if you think that, oh, I'm not really good at selling stuff, a lot of it's not selling now. It's just like being yourself and telling people about something that's that you've tried that you really like. I'm drinking a certain brand right now. I'm not gonna say it, but y'all know the colors. And a commercial voiceover now might just be like, ooh, and it's spilling in my lap. Might just be like, so bubbly. I like want 10 of them. Sprite, the best for you. It's just telling you something. Like, it's so bubbly. That's what you'll hear in the commercials. They're not like, Sprite, $10, da da da. There are like different ebbs and flows in the market. Let me take a sip. But anyway, yeah, so that's commercial voiceover. Like I said, if you have a background in any of these things, or if you don't, and you have a good voice and you're like, I can kind of appeal to people just by talking to them. Like, even if you're a persuasive person, that may help. If you are creative, I would say you have really high chances of doing well in this field as well. Commercial. Let's move on to something else. Promo, right? Promo is very specific. It's kind of close to commercial in that it's kind of for events, digital events. So in TV, if there's a new Love and Hip Hop at 8/7 Central, that's that voice you're hearing. Maybe at an award show in the Grammys. I'm taking home the Grammy for Best New Song, this person. They are all voices and they're getting paid to do this. So if you are interested, that's what this is. How do you get your foot in the door? I'm going to explain it to you guys in another video, but it's pretty simple. And it's just like any industry. Just, you get your foot in, you practice, you get your foot in, and then you just soar. You keep going, you keep building. And every year is going to be better than the next, and I'm claiming 2025 for you to be the year that you change your pockets, okay? The year that you get all of the blessings that you've worked for. And if you're ready to work for this, you will make money out of it. I'm just saying. And another type of voiceover is narration. Now, it sounds like it sounds. Now, narration, let me make sure. There's e-learning and there's narration as well, but the two are very similar. So narration, as you guys might know, you've heard people narrate things before. You can narrate videos, right? You can narrate when somebody gets into, I'm trying to think off the spot, what I'm saying? If you get into a job, right, and you're doing a orientation, you're gonna hear about narrating, right? So that's an example. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but when they narrate and they need someone to say about your company, if you sell pies, and they're like, you go to their website and someone's in the back saying, Candy's Pies was born in 1973. We love, at the heart of it has always been care. And we born in a Massachusetts farm. Our grapes come from the best of the, you feel what I'm saying? That's what that is. That's not my expertise, so I'm not going to go deep into it. But it's kind of interlinked with e-learning. And e-learning, again, is another sector, just like narrating. So there's all these different elements and all these different ways you can get your foot in. So for example, if you love anime, if you love cartoons, if you're an animated person, if you are very expressive, animation is a sector of voiceover too. So, and then it keeps going. There's so many different lanes you can go with it. You go to animation, you might want to do dubbing. When you hear, or when you watch Squid Game and they replace the Korean with English, that's dubbing. That's another thing. Like looping, that's another thing. Like you see when people are actually doing the sounds behind the visuals that are happening in movies. They need someone to go, so that's another one. But like with the animations, when you see not me running out of space, but as I was saying, if you watch Demon Slayer, you watch Naruto, you watch Attack on Titans, and you're like, I could do those voices, or you find yourself doing those voices for free, we gotta change that. So that is another type. Animation, video games. Video games is another one too. Like, again, in that same vein, GTA, all these things, those voices. My balloon! That stuff. Spider-Man, Crazy Taxi, when you hear it, they'll be like, I need to get to the place. I need to get to my church. They even say that? No. I need to get this back to my friend. Can you help? Or, all that stuff. But anyway, you see how I talk? If you're dynamic, you can make your voice go different ways. You've always been doing those cartoon voices as when you were small. That's another one. Video games. I hope I'm not missing any. But these are all these different ways that you can channel this. As I said before in another video, audiobooks. Huge. If you can actually focus for that long amount of period, you'll be getting bigger payouts per session. And session is when you record. So if someone hires you to record, they can pay you $8,000 in one go because you're doing 180 pages. But if you can talk and read for that long, which might end up being a few hours in reading, maybe 6 hours, you can read something straight, you get big payouts. That's half a day of work of what y'all are doing, of what people are doing, doing a full day of real labor versus talking. Get that wet, I think, you do the math. But yeah, those are all different things in voiceover. I don't know I'm trying to see if I missed anything. I don't think so. But all different possibilities. And then we didn't even get into like the different looping and stuff, that ADR that you do for movies and things like you can climb your way up, truly. So if you, that's just letting you know to get a foot in. If you think you can also work, if you don't like favor working long hours at a time, if you think you can do a good amount of like focused work for a bit, then you can do commercial promos. You might lean towards there because you wake up, you could do like 2.5 hours of straight work back to back to back to back. And that's it for the day, essentially. Then you go train some more so you can get better. And then once people start booking you, you're going to be doing recording sessions through the day and picking that money up as well. So it's a lot of auditioning and then also booking and making that money. So I'm going to put a couple videos here. Let me know if you have any more questions. Drop them below. I'm here as a resource for you. And I'm going to be working on, I think y'all said you want a day in the life, so I'll work on that as well. And I hope you guys have a good one. Bye.